दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय का उपकुलपति आचार्य योगेश कुमार त्यागी जी और स्कूल ऑफ जर्नलिज्म का सलाहकार समिति का अध्यक्ष श्री राम बहादुर राय जी और यहाँ तात्कालिक गवर्निंग बॉडी का अध्यक्ष और प्रो वाइस चांसलर आचार्य जेपी खुराना जी और डीन ऑफ फैकल्टी ऑफ सोशल साइंसेज आचार्य जेबी दुबे जी और डॉक्टर मानसविनी जी जो ओएसडी है दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ जर्नलिज्म और इस बैठक में समारोह में आए हुए विशेष रूप में दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय का अध्यापकगण, अतिथिगण और दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ जर्नलिज्म में पढ़ने वाले सभी बच्चों कहने में कभी कोई थोड़ा संकोच होता है पर बच्चे हैं my young friends who are all pursuing the course of Delhi School of Journalism here. It's indeed great pleasure for me and a matter of satisfaction that I have come here to this prestigious Delhi University and also formally inaugurate the School of Journalism. And I was also fortunate to visit the cell where Sri Bhagat Singh ji, one of the most inspiring personality of all people of the country, particularly younger generation, by way of his commitment and conviction and sacrifice he has made for the sake of freedom of the country, I could visit the cell where he was kept earlier. That is a moment of great occasion for me which I will remember forever. Delhi University is one of the premier universities of not only in India but also in the entire South Asian region. In fact, many eminent people from different walks of life were associated with this university. The Delhi School of Journalism is the most recent addition to the rich academic legacy of the University of Delhi. Establishing this exclusive journalism school is an obvious sign of institutional growth and maturity of this university. I admit that it's a proud moment for me also as the Chancellor of this great university. As I understand, the uniqueness of the course offered at Delhi School of Journalism is that it integrates both graduates and postgraduate programs, that is Bachelor of Journalism and Master of Journalism. The very structure of the 5-year integrated program in 2 languages, English and Hindi, will enable the students to have an in-depth understanding of the media landscape and acquire professional skills in media and communication. Journalism course in Hindi medium will create new opportunities for the students from the Hindi heartland. Inclusion of option Indian and foreign language will add value to the course. It will impact multilingual capabilities to the students and broaden their knowledge horizons. I am particularly happy that the university is giving option to the students. If you are reading it in Hindi course, you must also learn one language from the south. This is what is required for the national integration. Because we have different languages, but at the same time we are one country. That feeling will develop further if you are able to make the students to learn different languages of India. Sometimes I feel shy. मैं थोड़ा संकोच करता हूँ उनको रीजनल लैंग्वेज कहने में. ये सब भारतीय भाषा है. They are all Indian languages. We must feel proud of those languages. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayali, Marathi, Assami, Punjabi, Bhojpuri. Every language has a beauty in that. They are all ancient. They all come from mother's womb. So I always personally feel that every student must also master first in his mother tongue. Then go to other languages. मैं हमेशा जहाँ भी जाता हूँ लोगों को कहता हूँ और जहाँ भी कहना चाहता हूँ हर एक छात्र हर एक व्यक्ति अपना माँ कन्ना तल्ली the mother who has given you birth हमेशा याद रखना. नंबर 2 जन्मभूमि जहाँ आप पैदा हुआ जगह उसको भी हमेशा याद रखना. अब कितना भी उस स्तरीय पद पहुँच गए फिर गांव को सड़क को वो शहर को कभी भी भूलना नहीं चाहिए. तीसरा मातृभाषा जो माँ का गर्भ से आए मातृभाषा तेलुगु तमिल कन्नड़ा मलयाली मराठी हिंदी जो भी हो उसको भी हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए. घर में उसी भाषा में बोलना चाहिए. और चौथा मदरलैंड हमारा मातृभूमि जो देश है, भारत देश है, जिसको हम, वो भी एक सुंदरता है, उसमें हम लोग मातृभूमि कहते हैं, पितृभूमि नहीं कहते. We call it as motherland. We don't call it as fatherland. Why? Because we give respect to mother. That also has to be kept in mind. इसलिए मैं हमेशा चाहता हूँ, मैं दूसरी भाषाओं का किसी के खिलाफ नहीं हूँ. I am not against English. I am not against any other language. But I feel that every student, every children must first master his mother tongue at home. It is unfortunate. It is not the weakness of the students or the younger generation. It is the weakness of parents sometimes. Even we are not educated, who are not illiterate, they will tell the children, they will ask the children, Babu, thoda mummy daddy kaho. मम्मी डैडी. मैं हमेशा थोड़ा लाइटर वेन में कहता हूं, जब माँ कहते हैं ना, माँ अंतराल से आता है, जब मम्मी कहते हैं ना, मुंह से. मम्मी माने यहां से, अम्मा माने यहां से, उर्दू में अम्मी माने यहां से, तमिल में, सब भाषा में. आप एक बार किसी के मन में डाउट है तो रात को जाके पिताजी माता जी से बात करके एक बार ट्रायल करो. माता कहने से सुंदर कितना अच्छा लगता है, मम्मी कहने से कितना ये लगता है. मेरा कहना यह है, फर्स्ट मास्टर योर लैंग्वेज, बिकॉज आई पर्सनली फील यू विल बी एबल टू एक्सप्रेस, यू विल बी एबल टू आर्टिकुलेट बेटर इन योर मदर टंग. कारण क्या है, भाषा और भावना एक साथ चलता है, और भाषा आपका संस्कृति के साथ भी जुड़े है, आपका परंपरा के साथ भी जुड़े है. जो आदिकाल से, वेद काल से, पुराण काल से पूर्वजों ने जिया और दिया, विरासत में हमको दिया, वही हमारा संस्कृति है. इसलिए संस्कृति को कायम रखना चाहिए, हमेशा गर्व महसूस करना चाहिए, हम भारतीय है, हम इंडियन है. ये भावना में किसी को कोई संकोच नहीं होना चाहिए. कोई किसी को कारण क्या है, वो मैकाले एजुकेशन सिस्टम के कारण से और वेस्टर्नाइज्ड इन्फ्लुएंस के कारण से जो फॉरेनर्स इस देश के ऊपर आया, they came here, they ruled us, they ruined us, they looted us, they cheated us. While cheating money, they have cheated our minds also to some extent. हमारा भारतीय माने थोड़ा नीचे, बाकी ऊपर. ये भावना कहाँ से आया मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. इसको जितना जल्दी हम त्याग करें तो उतना अच्छा होगा देश के लिए. मैं दूसरी भाषाओं से, दूसरी देशों से सीखने के खिलाफ नहीं हूँ. We are living in LPG period. LPG means liberalization, privatization, globalization. There is no way you can escape from that. But if you handle it properly, LPG will be useful. Cooking gas, even driving, etc. If you mishandle it, you know what will happen. So that I am very sure. But first master your language, feel proud that you are an Indian, feel proud that you are a Bharatiya, and follow your culture. When I heard the song by these girls, children, I felt very happy. When that Sankhanath Manajabra Suna, very happy. Because these are all symbols. These are all symbols. I am not talking of religion. Religion is a way of worship. मजहब एक पूजा पद्धति है. जिसके बारे में मैं जोर दे रहा हूं वो मजहब नहीं, संस्कृति, जीवन पद्धति है. I am more concerned about way of life. That is what I want. Way of life which our forefathers have given to us. We have to really focus on our way of life, and we have to maintain our identity. And we should feel proud of our tradition, our culture and heritage, our music, our dance, our arts, our education system. Everything has to be in tune with our culture and our heritage. Then one must learn French, one must learn Russian, one must learn English, all. I will tell you, some of you might have observed, when the French president came, met Prime Minister, he was speaking in French. And there was a Dubashi who was translating. Then Russian President Putinji came, then he was speaking in Russian language. There was a Dubashi who was translating. Then the Chinese leader came, then also. Then any small country, I have been seeing, some of them I am receiving nowadays because of this protocol of Vice President. They try to speak in their mother tongue. Today morning also I met Mali, small country in Africa. Mali. He was speaking in his mother tongue and there was a translation. Why? I asked the External Affairs Ministry people, why do they don't know English? They said, sir, some of them know, but they will never speak English. They will speak in their mother tongue and they feel proud to speak in mother tongue. So we have to remember that. Some people say, sir, unless you are very familiar with English, you don't have progress. You cannot come up in life. किसने बताया? मैं तो कॉन्वेंट में गया नहीं हूँ. बचपन में मैंने स्ट्रीट स्कूल में पढ़ा हूँ, फिर वहां से लेकर यहां तक पहुंच गया. देश का दूसरी सर्वोच्च संविधान पद में पहुंच गया. गांव में सरकारी स्कूल में पढ़ के मुझे बीच में डाउट आया. मैंने चंद्रबाबू नायडू से पूछा, आंध्र का मुख्यमंत्री, 3 बार मुख्यमंत्री, क्या भाई कभी आपने कॉन्वेंट गया? उन्होंने कहा मैं कॉन्वेंट गया नहीं. फिर तेलंगाना मुख्यमंत्री चंद्रशेखर राव से पूछा, भाई कभी आप कॉन्वेंट गए? उन्होंने कहा मैं भी कॉन्वेंट में गया नहीं. वो मुख्यमंत्री हो गया. और तमिलनाडु मुख्यमंत्री से पूछा, पड़ेनिस्वामी से, उन्होंने कहा सर मैं कॉन्वेंट देखा नहीं. फिर यहाँ तक. और इससे भी बेहतर उदाहरण प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी. मेरा कहने का तात्पर्य ये नहीं इंग्लिश मीडियम नहीं पढ़ना, इंग्लिश भी पढ़ना चाहिए, वो भी जरूरी है, मगर पहले अपना मातृभाषा में, अपना देश भाषा में. हिंदी बहुत लोग देश में, आपको मैं तमिलनाडु जाता हूँ, लोगों को बताता हूँ भाई हिंदी भी सीखो, नहीं तो आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे. नहीं क्या सर, हमको क्या जरूरत है हिंदी? तमिलनाडु में जरूरत नहीं, तमिलनाडु से बाहर नहीं आना चाहते क्या? पर बाहर आए तो यहाँ कौन सी भाषा में बोलेंगे? लोगों को मालूम नहीं है. लोगों को मालूम नहीं. मैं मित्रों, मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहता हूँ, मेरा गांव तमिलनाडु के बगल में है, नेल्लूर. मैं आंध्र प्रदेश से हूँ, आंध्र प्रदेश में पैदा हुआ हूँ, मगर शहर चेन्नई से बगल है, तमिलनाडु. तो बचपन में हिंदी विरोध आंदोलन चल रहे थे, मैं भी उसमें भाग लिया. सब बच्चे भाग ले रहे थे, मैं भी भाग. स्ट्राइक माने दोज डेज, स्ट्राइक माने एंजॉयमेंट, नो स्कूल, एंजॉय. उतना समय है ही नहीं आजकल एंजॉय करने के लिए. कंपटीशन जैसा मैंने कहा ना, एलपीजी है. तो बाहर आए हम लोग, बाहर आके कहने लगे हिंदी डाउन डाउन, हिंदी डाउन डाउन. ठीक हो गया. और फिर एक दूसरे से पूछने लगे, भाई हमारा शहर में हिंदी है कहाँ? इधर उधर देख रहे, हिंदी है ही नहीं था. तो एक लड़के थोड़ा भाग के आया, उन्होंने कहा 2 जगह पे हिंदी है. हमने उनसे पूछा कहाँ? उन्होंने कहा सर एक पोस्ट ऑफिस में, डाकघर में है हिंदी, दूसरा रेलवे स्टेशन में है. हम दो बैच होके, एक बैच रेलवे स्टेशन गया, दूसरी बैच डाकघर पोस्ट ऑफिस गया. और वो डाकघर के डब्बे होता है ना, वो डब्बे के ऊपर हमने तार लगाया. जब मैं 1993 में दिल्ली पहुंच गया पार्टी का महामंत्री के नाते, तब मुझे समझ में आया, मैंने वो डब्बे के ऊपर तार नहीं लगाया, मेरा चेहरे के ऊपर तार लगाया. कारण क्या है? हिंदी के बिना हिंदुस्तान में आगे बढ़ना संभव नहीं है. क्यों? आप मेरे से पूछ सकते क्या है विशेषता? ज्यादा लोग बोलते हैं भाई, सिंपल, ज्यादा लोगों को मालूम है हिंदी, तो इसलिए हिंदी भी सीखना चाहिए और साथ ही साथ हमारा भारतीय भाषा सीखना चाहिए. और वो बेहतर ये होगा. एक अच्छा उदाहरण दिल्ली स्कूल ऑफ जर्नलिज्म ने अभी आप लोगों के सामने प्रस्तुत किया, जैसा प्रधानमंत्री भी चाह रहे थे. वो कह रहे थे श्रेष्ठ भारत. श्रेष्ठ भारत माने वो कह रहे हरियाणा वाले तेलुगु सीखना चाहिए, तेलुगु वाले हरियाणवी सीखना चाहिए, उत्तर प्रदेश वाले तमिल सीखना चाहिए, तमिल वाले यहाँ भाषा सीखना चाहिए. तब से एक राष्ट्रीय एकता, एक नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन बन जाएगा. लोगों में फीलिंग आएगा, हाँ वो लोग भी हमारा भाषा सीख रहे हैं, हम भी उनका भाषा सीख रहे हैं. अलग भाषा, अलग वेश, फिर भी अपना एक देश, विविधता में एकता, विविधता में एकता भारत का विशेषता. Irrespective of caste, creed, sex, religion and region, India is one nation, one people, one country. That feeling has to be there among all of us. Now some people also are debating. Some people are debating, सर हम लोग क्या है, फौज का आलोचना करें तो क्या होगा, अफजल गुरु का फेस्टिवल करें तो क्या होगा? भाई हमको लोकतंत्र में अधिकार है, स्वेच्छा है, फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच है. फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच इज यस, बट एट द सेम टाइम इवन संविधान में भी लिखा है विथ सम रीजनेबल रेस्ट्रिक्शंस. आप लोग यहाँ बाहर जाएंगे, यूनिवर्सिटी से बाहर, कुछ लोग लेफ्ट में जाना चाहते, कुछ लोग राइट में जाना चाहते, सबको अधिकार है, फ्रीडम है. फिर आप मोटरसाइकिल शुरू करेंगे, मैं लेफ्ट आऊँगा, दूसरे व्यक्ति कहूँगा मैं राइट जाऊँगा, ये मेरा अधिकार है, मेरा अधिकार है. फिर दोनों का अधिकार है, और दोनों कहाँ मिलेंगे? ऊपर मिलेंगे. इसलिए कुछ रेगुलेशन का भी जरूरत है, मगर ये रेगुलेशन स्ट्रैंगुलेशन नहीं होना चाहिए. दिस रेगुलेशन शुड नॉट बी ए स्ट्रैंगुलेशन. That's why I always say in democracy, dissent is agreeable. But disintegration can never be acceptable for anybody, anywhere in the world, including India. The moment you talk of disintegration of the country on the basis of language, on the basis of religion, that will be very dangerous. You should feel proud of your ethnicity. At the same time, you must also feel that you are one country. We are one nation. That's what is required. But unfortunately, what is happening slowly in public life, politicians, for their own temporary ends, they try to encourage other things. But what I say, what is required is the 4 C's: character, caliber, capacity and conduct. But some people are trying to use 3 C's: caste, community and cash. Those 4 C's are very important. Please remember that. If you have those 4 C's, you will excel in journalism or in any public life. Inclusion of optional Indian languages and foreign languages will add value to this course, and it will impact, as I told you, multilingual capabilities. I appreciate and I compliment the university and its Vice Chancellor for making this as part of the Delhi School of Journalism's course. In front of this august audience, I wish to share certain thoughts on contemporary journalistic practices. Journalism has always been looked upon as a mission to serve the people. It was a mission, not for commission. There should not be any remission, and nobody should commit any omission in that. It is a mission to serve the nation. Yesterday night I was there in the Indian Express awards function in memory of late Ramnath Goenka. Ramnath Goenka, he fought against Britishers. When the Britishers forced him, he closed the newspaper. He said, I don't follow your liquor. It's a free India, independent India. Then when even in independent India also an emergency came, when civil liberties were curtailed and there was censorship on the media, he protested and then used to leave editorial blank. He had that courage. And people told him, sir, the rulers are very tough people, they will crush you, they will put some 700 cases were put already. 700 cases were put already. He said, मैं वहाँ से लौटा लेकर आया हूँ, जरूरत पड़े तो मैं लौटा लेकर वापस जाऊँगा, चिंता मत करो, मैं तो surrender करने का सवाल नहीं है. This is what Goenka has said. You need such people. You need such management, you need such editors, you need such journalists. Journalism has to be the mirror of the society. So, समाज में जो हो रहा है उसका ये मिरर के रूप में, आईना के रूप में होना चाहिए. और साथ ही साथ जो मित्रों मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, it's a public service, as I told you. Journalism is ultimately unique vocation. It's not a casual vocational vocation. It's a unique vocation to serve the truth and hold a mirror to the contemporary happenings in the society. The press has been described as the 4th pillar and watchdog of democracy. See the words, 4th pillar and watchdog of democracy. Because of the critical role it can play in protecting the interest of the people and molding the public opinion. While the press and journalists enjoy certain privileges like easy access to the corridors of power, these privileges reciprocally demand responsibilities from the press and the journalists. They may make constructive criticism of the government policies, nothing wrong, it should be there. But at the same time, they are also morally and constitutionally obliged to strengthen the democratic institutions and respect the socio-cultural ethos. It should be remembered that the freedom of speech and expression enshrined in our constitution is not absolute but bound by reasonable restrictions also. Before independence, the press played a pivotal role in mobilizing public opinion against the colonial British rule. In the post-independent India, the press has played a remarkable role in sustaining and strengthening democracy, except during the emergency when barring a few newspapers like Indian Express or Mainstream or Statesman, many of the people, they have meekly surrendered. There is one Ramnath Goenka, one C.R. Irani of the Statesman, one Nikhil Chakravarti of the Mainstream, or one Kuldeep Nair. Only few examples are there. The others have meekly surrendered before the might of the government. It's not simple, it's not easy. I was a product of JP movement. I invited Jayaprakash Narayan to my university. Citing that as a reason, they put me behind bars for 17.5 months. Of course, that gave me the present position. Otherwise, I would have become a lawyer, arguing in the courts, this way or that way. So friends, the press have always played an important role and in strengthening democracy. Except that particular period, that should be an aberration. We should all remember that and see to it that we should never surrender against the truth. Media has grown and the present media landscape is full of varieties and driven by market competition and technology. In this new smart media environment with unprecedented flood of information, we need to smart media consumers also. The view of the critical role journalism plays in protecting democracy and serving the larger good of the society, the profession must maintain highest ethical, moral and reporting standards. Journalists must never shirk from the core principles of journalism like independence and objectivity and shun unhealthy practice such as sensationalism. Sensationalization is ruling the roast now. What can we do? There is 1 lakh newspapers or periodicals, 1 lakh. And you have how many TV channels? Because at university there are less now. Otherwise you have 1,000 TV channels. TV 1 to TV 10, Eenadu, ETV, Me TV, Ma TV, RTV, ETV, Surya TV, Chandra TV, Raj TV, Yuvraj TV, Jaya TV, Vijaya TV, आज तक, कल तक, सीधी बात, उल्टी बात, कितना बात है याद रखना में मुश्किल है. मेकिंग न्यूज़, ब्रेकिंग न्यूज़, गुड न्यूज़, बैड न्यूज़ है तो खुद उनका न्यूज़ भी चलाते, एक दूसरे के खिलाफ भी टीवी वाले चलाते. ये हम लोग देख रहे वो ब्रेकिंग न्यूज़, वो कहते हैं शायद दिस इज द हेडलाइन. उनको बताना पड़ेगा आपका हेडलाइन मेरे लिए डेडलाइन नहीं भैया, आपका हेडलाइन में मेन लाइन है ही नहीं. So truth should never be sacrificed and sensationalism should never prevail upon reality. Because information is very important. Information with confirmation is more than an ammunition. Understand this. Information with confirmation is more than an ammunition. To fight against corruption, to fight against black money, to fight against social evils, to fight against disparities, to fight against discrimination. This information with confirmation, that gives you more courage and conviction, capacity to withstand. This is the duty of the journalist, to see that the information is given with confirmation to the people, and we should not be victims of sensationalism. Otherwise it will become a simple gossip. It may be a headline for one news, but by the time second news comes, that is killed. That will become a deadline. So please remember this. Of late, undesirable practice also are mixing news with views. That's another problem now. Some people mix the news also with views. News is separate and views are separate. News is a fact. Views is your opinion. You give your opinion also, nothing wrong, separately in the editorial page. But never mix the news and views. Ultimate judge should be the people. They are the master. They should decide. Your duty is to pass on the news and also give some view. बैकग्राउंड में इन्होंने ये कहा मगर इन्होंने ऐसा किया पहले, कर सकते, लिख सकते, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए, लिखना भी चाहिए. लोगों को सबको मालूम नहीं ना कल इन्होंने पहले क्या कहा क्या नहीं कहा वगैरह, इसलिए वो याद दिलाने में कोई आपत्ति नहीं होना चाहिए. कुछ लोग पॉलिटिक्स में प्रिंसिपल्स के बारे में बात करते हैं, उन्होंने कितना प्रिंसिपल उन्होंने अमल किया, वो याद दिलाने में कोई, बट न्यूज़ में व्यूज़ को मिक्स नहीं करना चाहिए. दिस इज अ बेसिक थिंग. सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट वी मस्ट ऑल्सो रिमेंबर द कल्चर, द हेरिटेज, द यूनिटी एंड इंटीग्रिटी ऑफ द कंट्री. दैट्स द सेकेंड प्रिंसिपल. And the third one is, क्या देश के हित में है नहीं है? Is it in the interest of the nation or is it against the national interest? This also has to be seen. Fourth, is it going to create social harmony or it is going to create social dissensions, tension in the society, of writing something, irritating the God or faith of the other community and then say I have freedom of expression. You have no freedom to hurt the sentiments of others. You can rationalize and you can analyze, nothing wrong. But don't make it a point to hurt the sentiments of other religions, other people. That will create social tensions. That's a big debate is going on now. People are saying, we have freedom, sir. We want to show as we like. Some people are saying, no, we'll do this. Some people are going to the extent of saying, I will give 1 crore, as if everybody is having 1 crore. 1 crore, 10 crore. It's all against democracy. They have no business to make such statements, irresponsible statements. But they are giving the headlines because sensationalism. They should be ignored, they should be isolated, action should be taken against them. They should not be glorified. But at the same time, it is not in the interest of the nation to hurt the sentiments of other people, other community people. hurt their sentiments and create social tensions. This also has to be kept in mind. So the partisan report should not be there. Another weakness that has come into the journalism is in the recent past is paid news. Paid news. Advertisement क्या है? Advertorial क्या है? Editorial क्या है? समझ में नहीं आते. News. You read at the time of election, there will be two news items in the same newspaper. One praising this man, one praising other man, one saying this man is likely to win, other also saying that man also likely to win, against each other. This disease is spreading. This has to be curbed. It's not mere curbing by bill alone will not suffice. What is required is bill, political will, administrative skill, and also change of mindset among the people. This is also very important. So friends, there should not be any compromise on core values of journalism, and practitioners of this profession must carry out their duties without fear or favor. But at this platform, I would like to suggest 10 qualities to the budding journalist to be successful in journalism. They are: 1. Be joyful. 2. Be objective. 3. Be unbiased. Be responsible. Be a nationalist. Be an artistic. Be a lifelong learner. Be inquisitive. Be strong. Be mindful. All add them together. JOURNALISM. It makes you journalism, real journalism. So all these questions are self-explanatory. These qualities are self-explanatory. I want to emphasize that a journalist must be a joyful person. He must be objective. He must be unbiased. And he must be responsible individual. And he must be with the nationalist moorings. And he must be artistic skills. He or she must be lifelong learner. We must go on learning, even politicians. I always tell politicians, not that now I am out of politics. Now I am not in politics. I am retired from politics, but not tired from public life. So I used to tell while in politics also, everybody should learn. Learn. But not yearn. The reverse is happening sometimes. So everybody should go on learning. We learn from others' experience. There is a saying, na? Wise men learn from others' experience and fools learn from their own experience. हमारा गाँव में कहावत है. So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. We should try to learn from others' experiences. So let us dream big. I would like the Delhi School of Journalism to become one of the top global journalism schools in the near future. Collective efforts of the university officials, teachers, and students will definitely yield results. You must focus on hard work. You must focus on discipline. You must focus on commitment to values. You must focus on your basic avocation, that is education. How much money your parents are spending on you, how much pain they are taking with the hope that you will become something tomorrow to take care of the next generation and the family also. Always remember that don't waste this thing, because I used to hear a joke during my student days. Those days there used to be more strikes. Now you can't afford strike, because as I told you, life is become very competitive now. So there was a story. One parent went to Chennai to see his son. He went to a college. All the students were outside the college. And this poor parent from village, he asked one of the students, Babu, kya ho raha hai? So the student said, sir, we are all on strike. So this man innocently asked him, what is the issue? He said, sir, we are on strike. Issue will be decided in the evening general body meeting. we can't afford to have such strikes. We can't destroy, we cannot create unruly scenes and bring bad name. Only few people are acting like this. Out of 760 universities across the country, the trouble is only in 7-8 universities. All other universities, the students are pursuing their academic career. They know the future, because India is on the move. Once upon a time, India was called as Vishwaguru. For your information, shall I tell you one thing, which is surprising. You can do some little research on that. Before the invasion, as I told you, everybody, we never went against any country. India never attacked any country. But before the invasion, India's GDP was 27% of the world GDP. 27% of the entire world, India used to account for GDP. And today we are competing for 7, 8 and all, we are all struggling hard. So we should not lag behind. And this is not left to Narendra Modi or this local chief minister or that neighboring chief minister and all. It is the duty of all. Because another weakness has come into our society. Politicians have developed that habit that everything will be done by government. This is not our duty. सब काम सरकार करेगा, हम बेकार बैठे तो चिरेगा. ऐसा नहीं चिरेगा. स्वच्छ भारत नरेंद्र मोदी के लिए क्या? नरेंद्र मोदी जी के लिए क्या? ये तो नहीं तो रामनाथ कोविंद जी के लिए क्या? स्वच्छ भारत, बेटी बचाओ, बेटी पढ़ाओ, tree plantation. All these are in the interest of the country. And then producing more and more research papers, finding out new ideas. All these things are going to enrich the country. Unfortunately, India is having 65% of the population below 35 years of age. We have a demographic dividend. If you put them proper use, you can excel. And another thing, fortunately, this land, ये भूमि, ये पानी, ये हवा, इस देश में जो है ना, इसमें बहुत सार है. हम लोग देखा भी होगा अपने वीवर, टैडी टैपर, फिशरमैन, गोल्डस्मिथ, ब्लैकस्मिथ, anybody, even cook or anybody, washerman, everybody has got some talent, some new ideas. What is required is understanding the talent, recognizing the talent and encouraging the talent. That is what is required. So like that in journalism students also, this 5-year course, there will be brilliant boys and girls who will be having good ideas. They should be spotted and they should be encouraged. Because as I told you, there is no dearth of talent. There is an inherent talent among the people of the country. That should be identified. You see, go to America, Silicon Valley. You find every alternative person will be IT. IT has become now the beauty, and also our people have made their duty, and then they want to make the country into mighty also. So this IT, beauty, duty will make the country mighty. You ask every alternative boy or girl will be from India. Why? Why so many heads of international companies, including Microsoft, are Indians? Nadella Satya, Indira Nooyi, Sundar Pichai, so many. Sagurti Ponna is the chairman of American Range Bank, ordinary person from an agriculture background family. So there is talent. What is required is little encouragement. So Delhi University is a prestigious university. It has got all the facilities also. You are in the national capital, and the government of India also takes special care of this university. So I would suggest to you, let us all work together and make this institution as one of the eminent institutions producing some of the dedicated, creative and highly skilled journalists and communication professionals who can contribute significantly to the growth of the nation and in creating a new India where the aspirations of the people are fulfilled. That is the purpose, and I am happy once again to formally open this course of journalism in Delhi University, and I would like to thank the Vice Chancellor for giving me this opportunity, and also the young friends who have assembled here today for this formal function and giving me a patient hearing. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.